guys. I missed you. I know we're doing Soul Circle every other Tuesday now. What's up, Kenny? What's up, Adam James? What's up, Miss Handel Theo? Priyana, give me some hearts. Do we like the elfin? I'm full on festive. It's a little crazy because why? Because who gives a fuck anymore? What's up, Peter Light? Liz, what's up, Natasha? Where you been? We do Soul Circle every Tuesday. Every other Tuesday now. Excuse me. Yeah, give me some hearts for that. All right, loves. What are we talking about? Dare we talk about the great? What's up, Evie? I'm gonna type something in real quick. It doesn't want me to do it. Give me some hearts so you guys can still see me. There they are. Do we want to talk about the Great Conjunction and relationships? Do we want to talk about like what that means for relationships? You guys like the rule? Give me some hearts for the elfin hat. We have to keep it festive in the house. You know what I'm saying? We really do. Because the world is fucking crazy right now. That's why. Who would love to be an elf right now? Are we okay with the filter or is it a little annoying? Let me know. Love the hat. Okay, cool. Then we're good. We're playing, keeping the spirits high and light this holiday season because goodness. We got a little Lindsay Sterling, Carol of the Bells. I love that one. How's everybody doing? Give me some hearts. Give me some love. Let me know how you're doing. Good night, Carlos. How are you? We're going to for sure do cards. We're going to for sure talk about, I want to know how everybody's doing. Like I said, I missed you guys. We've got YouTube on as well. Do we like the hat over on YouTube? My mama found this hat. We can't hate on the hat because mama found the hat. And I got two of them and one's on my Buddha head. She's like, who's going to wear the other hat? My Buddha head. That's what's going to happen. All right. Hi from Texas, Alex, Alien Rabbit. That's hilarious. What's up, Negris? What's up, James? It's so fucking cute. We like that, isn't it? It's a little, sometimes we got to go a little obnoxious with the cuteness. That's just how we roll. But I've totally missed you guys. Hang on. Let me turn this a little bit, YouTube. Totally missed you guys. We do Soul Circle every other Tuesday now. I am in talk about Great Conjunction and new beginnings. Okay. There's lots of new beginnings. I've definitely been processing a lot. Who got hit a little intense with the Great Conjunction? It was super beautiful. Give me some heart. Do you know what we're talking about? Christmas Star Bethlehem, Christ consciousness, which is really, okay. I'm going to tell you my dream last night too, because it was off the hook. I went out and I watched the whole star coming together. I was a little disappointed. I'm going to be real, right? Because I thought it was going to be like full on bright, and really it was just that they were really close together, which is totally cool. It's still having a super massive impact on all of us, for real. Feel free to share. Yeah, me, exactly. Feel free to share the impact that it's been having for you guys. So yeah, super, super intense. But it's all about power, personal power. It's all about setting new, right? Newness, change is what I really wanted to say. And new beginnings. So either reevaluating some things, like setting some new, I don't even want to say goals. It's like, fuck the old bullshit patterns. Like, I'm just going to be super real. Okay. We thought that this whole conjunction was going to be around like the 2012, December 21st, 2012. And then somebody redid the calculations, blah, 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 Gregorian calendar bullshit. And it turns out it's 8 years later, which makes it now. So it's still in the sky if you haven't, depending on where you are in the world. And I thought it was going to be, a little brighter, and yet, like I said, right. Was anybody else feeling like you thought it was going to be like in the cartoon pictures where it was like not going to be two next to each other? You thought they were going to like fully converge and then somehow like make it this burst. Am I the only one who thought that? Was that just my fantasy? Like I thought it was going to be sparkle, like fucking sparkle filter over here. That's legit what I thought. Goes to show, right? Our fantasies versus our realities. How many times do we do that? We got to focus on what's real, not what we want to play out in our fantasy. That goes also for the stories that we tell ourselves. And unlike little elephants that likes to play games and likes to joke and be playful all the time, okay, we need more play for sure. And what I really want to say is like, cut the fucking bullshit with the patterns. If we are not, I'm just going to call it out, okay? If we are not on point with seeing what our past patterns are that haven't been working and taking conscious action to rewriting those patterns in order to have more of the things that we want, like if we clearly see that things aren't working out anymore the way that we want to, the fantasy that we do see in our head, right? As the hat is falling off the head. If we're seeing that, and yet we can see how the patterns, if we're really clear on the patterns, if you're not clear on the patterns, that's like step 0.1, right? That's not even 1. That's 0.1. That's before the shit. So the whole aspect is like, if like we got to get to what our patterns are and being able to see those really super clearly and then be taking conscious action in rewriting those patterns, because it's like enough is enough now. Like cut the fucking bullshit, right? I know we've said this before, but come on, Star fucking Bethlehem's here already. So let's dive into that on a serious note. As serious as I can be with this hat. What's up, guys? What's up, Juliana? Ready? Yes. Couldn't see last night because it was rainy. Oh, that's how my parents were over there in Michigan too. And so they couldn't see that either. It was really bright in Texas. Okay. But you're not in the city with all the lights. Okay. See, I should have been in Sedona for this. Just saying. East Coast couldn't even see it at all. Okay, we'll wait a couple days and see what happens. Okay, because for sure it's going to be here for a couple weeks. So it's not like this thing that happened and then it's going to like not be here. So give me some hearts and tell me, put some comments in. Like, how are you guys feeling during this whole process? Did you get hit with like a different emotional things? Did anybody have some tantrums? I just talked to somebody earlier and they were like full on like little bit of a tantrum, like inner child tantrum coming out. Yeah, we got mad hearts on that. Okay. So what did you guys get hit with? What was the thing? Because that's what you got to pay so much attention to right now. So like, what was the thing? What did you get hit with? What was either a couple days before or like today? So excited for the high highs. The high highs are coming. This is when change is happening. But what do we know about change? Okay, we've all been saying it like it's literally like a broken record, but it's legit here now. That's what I mean by if we're not taking a look at what our patterns are and consciously putting into action to rewrite them, like what are we doing? What are we doing? It's here. There's no more fucking around. So what, yes, old patterns and stories. Okay, great. And so what were those, right? You felt like powerful X-Men. Awesome. Peaceful and content. Okay, beautiful. I love that. So those of you that are, yes, great. You're feeling powerful. Okay, awesome. So some people are recognizing like what they're getting hit with so that then you can bring light to it. Literally shine a fucking star onto it. And all of like the intense, I'm about to tell you what my dream was. Okay. Cause if you guys have been following me for a while, like, you know my dream, you know how my dreams are like, I have lucid dreams ever since I was little. They're not always like dreams. They're like intel. And there was something really powerful that happened. And it's really awesome, I think, because it showed up a couple weeks ago on our soul circle. It did. And so now the fact that I'm getting it in my dreams not only is subconscious, but we know subconscious and the dream realm is the open doorway to other dimensional realities. It's a doorway to opening to higher states of consciousness. It's a doorway for all information to come in and for us to process our subconscious. Okay. So I like to play in that realm and go astral projecting and all that fun stuff. Have done my whole life before I even knew what the term was. And some gnarly shit. Okay. And I'm going to tell you what it is. I'm really, really, really excited because it's fun for me when I get a download on something and then I share it with you guys, or then even if it shows up in the cards. Okay. And if you remember whoever was on the last couple of weeks, it showed up in the cards, and then it shows up in my dream realm, and then it shows up with this star situation, right? And actually it showed up in the cards before we even knew the conjunction was happening. So I love it when shit like that happens because it means that we're in alignment. Okay. The other weird alignments are still happening, weird terminologies. Okay. The Fifth Element, the movie, literally came up 3 times in one day. Literally in different things. I was going through old stuff and throwing stuff away. Oh my God, I'm purging so hard right now. And I found the old DVD of the Fifth Element. And then I think somebody else mentioned something, and then somebody else had something on Instagram. I'm like, what is the deal with the Fifth Element? So side note, everybody needs to go watch the Fifth Element. I don't know why yet, because I haven't rewatched it. Let's see. Jessica, okay, is this what came up for you? I'm alone. I'll be single forever. And I ruined things. Oh, girl. Okay. We might need to dive into that. Okay. You feel tired and then energetic. Yes. Like spikes. And then you're like, I could nap for 4 hours. You feel like you crossed over to a higher dimension. Okay. Awesome. So many downloads. Yes. Can you teach us how to astral project? Oh, girl, that's a hard. Sorry, I can't see on the handle. Is that girl, guy? Who are you, baby? You guys want to know how to astral project? It's really not difficult. First thing to clarify is out-of-body experiences and astral projection are 2 very different things. And chances are you're astral projecting, you don't even know it. Stomach issues. Okay, good. Yes. Same, tired and then energetic. Okay, interesting how we're all having very similar stuff, which of course this is Soul Circle Collective. So why wouldn't we be? Astral projecting, I will give you as a little side note, okay? Always set an intention before you do so, meaning set an intention for, I like to visualize like a triple Merkaba. We're going a little galactic right now. This is all shit. I used to jam on this woo-woo shit in Sedona all the time. So of course this is coming up right now. Literally I will visualize 3 Merkabas around me. Okay. One stands still. Then this one is outside of it and it spins clockwise. And then the other one is outside of that and it spins counterclockwise. So if you ever saw Contact, the movie Contact, with Jodie Foster, and when they make that whole ring thing that she's about to go into, and the rings start spinning really fast to the point of then they look like a globe. Give me some hearts if you remember this or know this, or at least can tell what I'm talking about. So if you visualize 2 different rings spinning around so fast that eventually it just looks like a sphere, right? So I will do that with these Merkabas, and I will set that intention before I go astral projecting. Why? Because if you're going to be playing in those realms, okay, and set an intention of a chord that connects to your heart. If you're going to go play in those realms, you need to remember that there's other things that play in those realms. It is not to create fear. It's not to create anxiety. It is just to let you know that there's multiple things that you don't necessarily know what they feel like or see or look like. So if you're not good at clairsentient, clairaudient, really voyant, if you're not in the Claire Club, or if you're in a little of the Claire Club, but other Claires are, you don't have as many Claire cards as you want, right? Or maybe you have 1 or 2 Claire cards, but not all of them, then check. Make sure that you have some sort of field around you, because if you're good at hearing, but you're not good at seeing, if you're good at feeling, but you're not good at seeing, all of these different things like to come in and say hi. Okay. So that being said, I have pulled things off of people. I've pulled things off of myself. Again, it doesn't mean that there's anything scary or anything like that, but it does just mean that you're going to go out there like a beacon of a star and this bright, shiny energy, and the things are going to be like, ooh, bright, shiny energy, and they're going to be attracted to it because you're bright and shiny, right? It's kind of like relationships. They're attracted to you because you're bright and shiny. Now, do they appreciate or can they handle the bright and shiny? You don't know until you figure that out. So not everything in multiple dimensions can handle the bright and shiny, or they really like it and they like to stick on it. I'm in such a goofy mood. It's the hat. I feel like it's totally a little elfin part of me is coming out. She's like this little, like a spunky. I can feel her. I've really been playing with all the different parts of my personality. Magic cards. Yes, of course we have cards. If you don't remember them from 2 weeks ago, light. These are work your light. These are the new ones that I got from Sedona. Okay. Very intense dreams. Yes. Seeing your loved ones who have passed. You are not the only one who has said that. I had a client session and she said literally exact same thing. It was like multiple. So very, very interesting. That's a really very interesting coincidence as well, since when I was around 14. So again, I was clearing out stuff. This wasn't in a dream. She didn't come to me in a dream, but I was clearing out stuff and I found these pictures of one of my like dearest, best, she's my best friend at like 14. And she committed suicide 2 days before Christmas. So like now, and I, such a weird time because I was supposed to get a hold of her. I was supposed to call her and I couldn't get a hold of her and I missed her by 2 days. So, yes, honoring people passing, honoring the relationship. She's such a, amazing, just amazing spirit. So honoring loved ones. What do they represent for you? Right? She, for me, was like just unconditional love. She just wanted to like hug you and squeeze you and touch you and just all that like yumminess that you just want from people that you love, right? You want from like people in your community. Like we're going to bring back the loving, like the intense, just lovey, agape, fucking, I want to eat you, lovey energy into our communities. Bring back communities. Some seem to be separating, right? So we need to like bring back the communities or reestablish the communities or find the better communities, whatever those are, but like bring back that like juicy, yummy, like I would just remember her name was Melissa. Adorable. She would just want to like squeeze, like I said, just squeeze you. And it was just so much like good, juicy love. That's the shit. That's the shit. Not this like, oh, we're part of the community, like a little, like it feels very surface based. Okay. So how you can be doing more of that in your communities. I want banana pancakes. Yes. Oh my God, this week. Something made me go on your live. Okay. Honoring the loved one, your husband who passed. Okay, babe. Yes. Things are happening right now to literally open our hearts to like greater fucking joy. I don't just mean love. Okay. I know I said like juicy, yummy love. Joy on such a level. Okay. So hang on. Let me straighten it before. This is serious. And the wire is like, it's fucking shit up. Here's what I mean by joy. Okay. This was my dream. That's what you felt in your dream with your loved one. Okay. Here, see, you're on it, Gloria. Okay. Felt like a global tribe. Yes. Okay. And that's why I'm still keeping Soul Circle Collective together, because we are a tribe and a family, even though it's through digital. I am just making adjustments to my business and making ways that we can be a little bit more expanded, because I'm a little bit over Instagram. I love Instagram, and yet it's like being weird and censored and whatever else. Okay, here's what I want to say about joy, for real. Hold the phone. Hold the hat. Hold the hat. Hold the wire in the hat. No joke. I can't, I wish I could just transfer the feeling of what I felt last night in the dream, but it was this just amplified version of pure fucking joy. Just joy, just bliss. That's probably a better word. Bliss. For no reason. There was nothing happening in the dream. Okay. I was like vacillating between the two. So, right, I've talked about emotional alignment. It was very interesting. I was being presented with, okay, here's what it feels like when you're not in this alignment. And then here's what it feels like when you are in this like blissful fucking joy. What else came through, which in all seriousness, okay, elf and hat aside, in all seriousness, do you know what Sophia is? Give me some hearts if you know what Sophia is. Give me some yeses in the comments. If you know, when I say Sophia, do you understand what that is? Not just the name Sophia. I had to go back and I had to look this up specifically to make sure that I was like I'm like, is this literally like what I'm getting? Here's the breakdown. Okay. Here's the breakdown. Do you remember a couple weeks ago, those of you who are on here weekly, now bi-weekly, do you remember when we pulled the cards? It was the grandmother of Jesus and it was Mary. Okay, so it was the grandmother of Jesus and it was the mother of Jesus. And this is not this is not a religious conversation. Okay, so let's just like pause on that because you all know, right? This is not a religious conversation. This is next level on the spiritual. And here's what I really just want to make so clear. The conjunction that just happened, yes, astrologically, okay, you can talk to all of your astrology, friends and all of that stuff, all the different energy that, Saturn is and Jupiter is and all of that. But here's the real of what I believe is going on. And this just got confirmed through my very lucid dream. Okay. So hold on for this one. Okay. One, you need to be able to look up who Sophia was. Is the not just the name, but the energetics of what Sophia is. Now, when this Star of Bethlehem, which is really the star of consciousness, came 800 years ago, this dude was born, right? And it even says, damn it, I took a screenshot on my phone and now I'm on my phone. So when this conjunction happened, it happened 800 years ago. Home Slice was born, right? He was the masculine representation of this consciousness coming through. Thus, Home Slice continued on this journey of being a really badass teacher of a certain level of consciousness. He was delivering the level of consciousness for the transcendence, for the evolution, for the expansion and healing and awareness for all of us. Okay? Then that whole story played out, and we have been continuing to access and learn more about ourselves and learn more about this consciousness. Now, that was just the masculine version. And for a long time, the feminine version has been suppressed. It just hasn't been talked about, right? I won't get into all of the bullshit details on how certain stories, even in the Bible, have been removed. Certain stories that happened during that time have been suppressed and, pushed aside somewhere. So there has been a lot of different aspects within history that has not represented the feminine side. I want to make this super clear. This is not going to be a, now bash on the masculine. Quite the contrary. This is the coming together. I've been talking about this for, I don't even know how long, at least 4 years that I've been on Soul Circle on Instagram. Okay. But the fact that it's happening now. And so in my dream, literally the night of this conjunction, the closest point of this conjunction, and in this dream, I'm feeling this like heart expanded, just bliss, and it's beyond love. It was just so much fucking joy and bliss and so much nurturing and so feminine, but like strong, right? We all know that feminine is like powerful and strong, okay? So, but I don't mean like super soft feminine. I mean, there was a solid foundation to it. It was, I'm trying to use words the best that I can to explain what this feeling was. But this name, this word, Sophia, kept coming through, not spoken to me. Right? Because sometimes, have you ever been in a dream where you hear a voice and somebody's like, oh, go here. That's happened to me so many different times. And that's usually like a message, and then you go and look it up, whatever. No, this was a knowing. It was a knowing with the word Sophia. That's how I knew that it wasn't just the name. It was the embodiment. This is really super important. The embodiment of Sophia. And if you just go look up, okay, you might have to look up what it means pertaining to Christianity. So again, not religious, because this I believe is going to transcend even the religious side, because the religious side has been the one who has been suppressing the feminine, and you fucking can't anymore. Let's just be real, because it's here and it's streaming through now. And I'll just be the first one to fully acknowledge that at least came through in my dream. So I know that that's a truth, right? I know. So I am sharing this with you. Take for it what you will. But what it is that when Home Slice was born, as the metaphor to allow this consciousness to come through, he represents the masculine side, right? There are two parts. It literally says, if you look up what Sophia means for Christianity, it literally says, right? Christ was born having two sides, a masculine and a feminine. And the masculine side is said to be the God, right? Go look it up. I'm not making this shit up. And the feminine side is Sophia. That's the name of the feminine side that we have been suppressing the whole time now for, I don't know how, at least 800 years. Let's just be real. And she represents, the energy of that represents, like, one, she means wisdom. Okay. So now it literally is wisdom, consciousness, higher fucking wisdom. And she literally is like the fucking mother of the universe. That is what the Sophia means. So what we have been missing this whole time, or suppressing rather, in the practices, everything has been so focused just on the masculine, just on the God side, just on the right Father, Son, Holy Ghost. Where the fuck is she? Where is the feminine? Where's Sophia? And I will just be the first one to say, I can't say I'm the first one, right? Hopefully there's other people talking about this. But this happened so very clearly last night, and I cannot deny that. I cannot deny it. If it was speculation before, when it comes to me in a lucid fucking dream, there's no more questioning. When I wake up with a full congruent knowing, there's no questioning. It doesn't exist. It's like the full embodiment of, and the feeling that came with it of just this pure bliss and joy and being like nurtured on the highest level of just beyond love. And that's what's coming through right now. That's what we need to remember to embody. That's what we need to be putting more of our focus, not to not to go against anything of the masculine, but it's to bring in so that then we do have the balance where it hasn't been balanced before, right? It has not. Everything that has been the focus of just the masculine, just the God side, it hasn't been in balance. We've missed Sophia. And she is the mother of the fucking universe. I'd be a little pissed. I'd be like, really? Okay. She hasn't been acknowledged at all. So just like all women like to be acknowledged in relationships, she ain't been acknowledged at all. Right? Too much of the patriarchal side. And this is not politics. This is not like fuck all the bullshit. This is for every being, whether you are man or woman, to tap into, to call upon, to access the resources that you already have within you. You already have within you of that essence of Sophia. which is the mother of the fucking universe. She is the female version of that consciousness that we've been missing for 800 fucking years. Just saying. We all talk about masculine and feminine balance, right? And yet this is it on the consciousness level. And I've been asking literally because I was like, why do we only focus on just God? Where is the praising of the both coming together? Where is that? Why is it even in religion, it is so focused on just a him and not fully, why is it Father, Son, Holy Ghost and not like, where's Sister Badass Babe? Like, where's she at? So it's bringing that back together again. And that might challenge some beliefs that have been going on for 800 fucking years because the feminine has been suppressed. But the next level of our evolution is mandatory that we remember embodying so that it is balanced because it's not whole. It's not whole and complete if you just have one side. It's just not whole and complete if you just have one side, right? Give me some hearts, give me some yeses if you resonate with that. It can't possibly be. That's like physics, right? If you don't have the other side, it's not whole and complete, says my little elfin hat. Right? We're having serious conversations with this little elfin hat. You taking me seriously yet? Okay. Let's see. I have both male and female energies. Yes, we all do. Absolutely. But I am male form. Okay, great. Already always beyond God. Okay, what does that mean? It's because if just the God is stated as just the masculine form, right? So this does not mean denounce the God part, but it means remember Sophia. We've all been on some level, like not remembering our highest feminine. And that's the Sophia that is within all of us. So this conjunction, this 800 or for the next 800 years is literally to bring in then now the feminine. And I wouldn't be surprised, right? Like, so again, this was the metaphor of this boy that was born 800 years ago, but he was born with the masculine and feminine aspects. We just haven't been speaking about the feminine aspects. So now this time, 800 years later, we're a little behind the 8 ball. This conjunction is bringing down the consciousness of the feminine, of the Sophia, to balance and to bring 100% into that wholeness now. And again, if you remember a couple weeks ago when we pulled the cards, we got grandmother of Jesus and mother of Jesus to be like, scusi, remember who gave birth to. Mother of the universe gives birth to new creation. You need the seed of the masculine, but they both have to come together. You cannot dishonor one. You cannot speak about empowerment of women and dishonor the Sophia part. You cannot speak about empowerment of each other and only speak about the masculine part. It just can't, because you're still dishonoring a whole half. If that makes sense, right? We can't speak about levels, raising our levels of consciousness and raising our vibration if we are discounting the other half, the Sophia side. It just literally can't be. Literally can't be. And I don't care whether that's religious, spiritual, whatever, it can't be. And so in honoring, if you're going to honor, if you're going to praise anything, you got to praise both. Otherwise, you're not praising the whole. You're not meditating to the whole. You're not embodying the whole aspect. You're forgetting. And we've done enough forgetting. This is literally shift in fucking consciousness for the next 800 years. Look at what it's been doing for 800 years since that time. We have made leaps and bounds, and now we're about to do it again. But if we don't embody and if we don't remember the Sophia side, we might as well be fucked. Quite literally. We might as well be fucked because she's the nurturer. She's the joy. She's the other side. She's the other half. That's the ultimate twin flame if anybody wants to ask some twin flame shit. Okay? Emma, Jesus's grandma was Anna. Exactly. Okay, awesome. I love that you know that, Leanne. And Sophia is the feminine side of, go look it up. Go look it up. I had to literally after my dream, because I was like, why is this name coming through so hard? I was like, what is this? And there has only been one other time that a name came through so hard that I didn't know that was beyond just a name, right? Little did I know. And that was Seraphim. That's a whole other understanding later that my parents named me after that was a whole other thing. But that was years ago. That was after my first near-death experience, 25. And that was like this, that was a whole other, again, dream and name. And it's not just a name. It was like a full-on knowing. And I was just like, what is that? I don't even know. I wasn't even associating it to sounding anything like my name whatsoever. I had no idea what that was. If you don't know what a seraphim is, please go look that up too. So those are two very distinct times. And I know what happened when that name came through. So I'm sharing this with you because it's happening right now. And that's, to me, what the Great Conjunction is. Great. It's a planet. It's another planet. Awesome. What those planets represent. Awesome. You can ask any astrologer. But it's about the consciousness that's coming through, just like it did when Home Slice was born 800 years ago. But this time it's the feminine side to it. It's the part that hasn't been remembered or hasn't been preached, hasn't been supported, hasn't been talked about. Like, somebody please go open up and find where those like books of all the feminine have been taken out of like the Bible and everything else. Woo, the things we would learn. The things we would learn. Activated Kundalini in 2012. Yep. Yes, it's of the angels. Yep. Let's see. Is the energy still open right now to release and let go? What do you mean? Yes, always. Okay. Here's what I'll say about this. Just getting really super real. Okay. Just getting really super real. Getting very serious. Okay. While green balls fly at my face. Anytime you have a new awareness about something that is no longer serving you is an opportunity to let it go. You don't have to wait to a full moon to let something go. You don't have to wait 800 years to a grand conjunction to have something open to let something go. You don't have to wait to another Lion's Gate fucking portal, of which there are always, to let something go. You know what I mean? It's like, when you have the awareness of it, if you're like, oh, that no longer serves me so good, I would like to create a new one now. Fuck, that's mastery, because you're doing it in a moment. That's just like how manifestation, you do it in a moment. Yes, we have these rituals that remind us of when is a good time to kick our brains back into action of, hey, did you let that shit go? Hey, did you set some good intentions? Like, if we're not reminded, it's kind of like Christmas or New Year's or like all of these celebrations, they're rituals, they're ceremonies, right? They mean whatever it means for you. You wake up in the morning, the fucking sun rising is a ritual. Set a new intention every morning. The sunset and the moon rising, the feminine, is a ritual. It happens every day. Let that shit go at night. Have a ritual for yourself that you are letting something go every night and you are setting a new intention every single day. And then you don't have to worry about a fucking open portal 800-year conjunction. Yes? Okay, cool. Just keeping it real, right? It's kind of like putting the shit on the calendar. If it's not on the calendar, it doesn't get done. If it's not in like a ritual form, we forget because we're humans and we have all these things that are happening that then we forget. So if you remember something in a moment, fucking do that. No better time than in the present moment, right? Don't write it down and then wait for the new moon or full moon to release and let go. And that's what I meant by even saying at the very beginning of this video, it's like, if we recognize our patterns now, and if we recognize, man, that's really not getting us the result that we like say that we want, then if we're not taking conscious actions in order to shift those, we are so far behind the fucking 8 ball. Because it's in that moment of awareness that should be the dawning of, well, now take action steps to recreate that. Otherwise, we're never gonna fucking figure this out. We're never gonna have the relationships that we say that we want, right? And it's not to say, hey, some people aren't ready. Got to give room for that too. Some people just need to continue like their patterns and being unconscious about them. Some people still get payoffs from their patterns, right? But then you wouldn't be part of Soul Circle Collective because all of you here are very well aware of your patterns and you are ready, give me some hearts, if you're ready to be leveling up constantly outside of victim, blame game, any of that old bullshit that we just know doesn't work. Doesn't work. So that's the name of that game. Yes, there's the hearts. Shut equals shit. Shut the shit. Shut the shut. Shit the shit. Self. Me. What? Bella, what are you talking? I'm lost on that one, baby. Oh, you let shit go every damn day. Yes. 8 years to let you go. No. Okay. What else we got? Let me scroll back up to see. Let's see. Hang on. Yes, it is really powerful right now, not to release, but to really, I'm going to say embody. And so if there is something in the way, if there are patterns or if there is behavior or if there's a part of your personality that is in the way of you embodying the next level of you, embodying the Sophia energy, embodying just the emotional alignment of what you know is truly authentic to you, not the fear part of your personality, not the one that wants to stay angry and mad all the fucking time. Like that's old news. That's old programming. You're going to get the same results, right? If you slip in, okay, because we're all human, I still do it. Okay, I slip into like bad mood. I'm not fucking happy all the time. You guys just see the weird, goofy Sarah that shows up on Soul Circle with this shit. Oh my God. I had a breakdown three days ago. Was it 3 days ago? I think so. But no, I'm not filming that. But I will always come and share that. I share that with my clients. I will always share whatever breakdown that is. If you guys want to know what they are, always let me know. So I would say more because, okay, put it this way. Quantum shift. If we put our attention on more of what we need to let go, then that continues the perpetual conversation that presupposes that we have something that we dislike. We have something that doesn't sit well. We have something that we're in resistance to that then we would need to let go of, right? Versus if we shift our perspective, or rather shift the intentions of what we want to continue creating, if we shift that to what are we embodying versus what are we letting go of, now you set the unconscious tone for presupposing that you will be embodying some awesome shit. You will be embodying higher consciousness. You will be embodying a next higher, more positive, more joyful, blissful version of you, right? You presuppose with that intention where you're directing your energy. Do you want to keep directing your energy to what do I need to let go of? 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 Like that's been for years, right? We've been doing it. I've been equally like, yay, full moon. What are you letting go of? It no longer serves you. Okay. And again, I have to equally remind you as well as myself, like, change the language of what your intentions are that you want to do. Do you want to keep letting go of shit? Or do you want to like be like, okay, what am I embodying now? Because if you're embodying something new and a higher vibrational level, then that would automatically assume, not just assume, that would automatically have to be true that you would have to release and let go of something in order to make room for that thing, that aspect, that higher level of vibration for you to embody. So if you set that as the intention, then just by default, you'll let go of the shit because you're going to be guaranteed it'll come up and you won't be able to embody that next version of you without letting go. But it's changing. Give me some hearts if this, right? Like if what I'm saying is making sense and you're connecting with it, changing the intention and changing the conversation from what do I need to let go of to what am I embodying? Keep saying, what am I embodying? And you'll just end up needing to let go of the shit that's in the way of embodying that version. Yes. Mad hearts. Okay, cool. That's what I like to see. Yes. Okay. Give me a second. Let me scroll down because now I'm behind on these. No more lack mentality. Yes. Complete sense. Okay, cool. And again, like just saying it that way. So that's why whenever, I'm coming on here too, it's like I just open up the space and a lot of these things, yes, I know, and I repeat them or whether I share them with clients. And then sometimes it's like saying it in a new way, right? And that just happens in these moments of opening up this collective and this channel with all of you guys. So great question to allow the space for it to be said in a newer, more clear way, because that even just got more clear for me. So right there too. Mm-hmm. If you're gonna talk the talk, you better walk the walk. You can't be I don't even know where I was going with that. Hi, yes. Oh, that's good. Okay, cool. Good. I need to make more quotes. I know. The wire it's making the hat fall off. Hang on. There we go. If you don't walk like an elf, then you're not an elf. Then you can't wear the hat of the elf. Okay? If you're not willing to live the lifestyle of the elf, then you don't get the hat of the fucking elf. Okay? Because elves, they don't just make presents. No. They make you aware. They bring awareness. They bring joy in the form of presence, but they bring awareness to you. Rosie the elf, the conscious elf today. They bring awareness to you in the form of these beautiful gifts so that what, you don't like the hat? She's like, you're so beautiful even in the hat. You don't like the hat? Okay. Let's see. Yes, you need to shift out of the shit and bring in the light. When you shift the shit, you have the openness to receive and embody the new. 100%. So that's Sophia. Go look up more of Sophia. I'm just going to keep repeating that. Okay. She's been the missing link. Every aspect of you, of your feminine, whether you're a man or a woman, that has felt suppressed. So definitely as the females on this planet that have decided to incarnate in female form, also the ones who identify as female form, we'll just say, any aspect of you that has felt that suppression is because for the last 800 years, Sophia hasn't been acknowledged. Not to the level that she needs to be, right? It's been more the masculine side. So I'm not saying she hasn't been, because some people know about this. Some people have been looking this up, right? 100%. I have known about this, but even to a certain extent, like I haven't dove into all this. Do I know about the codes of Sophia? Absolutely. Go watch the fucking Da Vinci Code if you even just want a little bit more like points on that one. So yes, we just need to embody and bring. I've said it enough times. Okay. I'll probably keep continuing to say it, since that's, again, like I said, if it comes through in a dream form for me, it means they're not fucking around. They're not fucking around. And the fact that it happened that night and I spent 2 hours outside looking at this like awesome conversion, I'm like, great, what is this? What is this? Right? Yes, home slice got birthed 800 years ago. Well, what is it now? What is it now? You're getting Billy Crystal and analyze this from Rosie. That's awesome. Yes, Rosie came out for like a second. Because there's just another part of me that I'm just not giving a fuck so much anymore. And there's a big part of me that gives too much of a fuck sometimes. Okay, shall we do cards? Give me some hearts if that resonated for you tonight, though. Give me some like yeses, not just the like what you're embodying and shifting that like conscious language, but like really, like I really invite you guys, like go look up those Sophia. If you need to look it up using the Christianity, even if you're not religious, right? Just because like even I had to look that up because otherwise you're going to be like, what does Sophia mean? It's going to give you like baby names. So look up some of it. Look it up in, I think Wikipedia was one of the ones that I looked up. So it has, Christianity has been a prominent teaching for so many years and on some levels has some really valuable stuff. And yet at the same time, let's just be super real. Like they've kind of withheld a lot of the feminine side, right? They've villainized Mary Magdalene. So I'm not making anything wrong. But I'm just saying it's not the whole truth. And if we are truth seekers and if we are seeking the highest version of consciousness, then we need to be able to look at everything and say, well, what's missing and what needs to come into fullness? Because it's kind of like if you don't have all the details, then you can't make a solid executive decision for yourself. If you don't have all the information, then you don't have choice. And if you don't have choice, you don't have power. So if we can get all of the information and bring it to a whole and then feel the alignment to what's true for you and choosing from there, that's where the highest level of your power, your spiritual sovereignty is. Anybody who says, oh, it has to be this way, ooh, question that. Right? And just like anything, I feel like everything needs a little bit of an upgrade right now. So it's about time that, oh God, really the whole deck, half the deck. Okay, we're doing it because they all jumped out. There's only like 3 or 4 of them. Okay, I'll do a couple more. What was I saying? Everything needs an upgrade. And because if we're not upgrading, then we're living in the past. We're not setting the desire for the future that we want, right? Do you know where my ears vibrate when you hear birds? Could be the frequency, babe. Could honestly really be that. It's a super high vibration. Like my ears ring now and vibrate when I hear that word that I can't say. The things that come off all the electronics, right? We've been studying that for years and now it's becoming a just thing. Anyways, okay, quick thing before we do cards. I have done for anybody who has a last minute birthday, really any last minute Christmas or holiday gifts that they need because Amazon or whatever was late. The link in my bio, I'm doing Power of Becoming Friends and Family special. So if you go in with it with a friend, you can either like split it together, but basically it's if you buy Power of Becoming, then you get either a friend, a family, or a partner for free with that. So you guys can team up and either do it together or give the gift of higher level of consciousness, give the gift of self-mastery skills, give the gift of becoming the highest vibration of you, stepping into that level of love that has you create the relationships that you want, that has you live at the highest level of creating the lifestyle that you wish, that has you even succeed in business when all your shit gets in the way. Get out of your own way. Use the actual tools and strategies. I've been doing this for thousands of sessions. Proven neuroscience-based techniques to shift lasting results to shift at a subconscious level. So it's the work that I love doing. It's a digital course. It's the live of the digital course. And you get to do buy one, bring a friend or family member or whatever. So I don't care if you guys like go in on it together, whatever you want to do. But that's the first time that I'm doing that. So the link is in my bio. If you subscribe to me, you'll be getting the email for that as well. But that's going to be the link that goes to the page so you can learn all about it. You can see kind of like what's included in it and all of that fun stuff. If you have any questions, just DM me, right? If you're wondering whether it's for you or not, totally DM me. I'm going to be opening up. So me and my team are going to be checking the DMs. So you either get me or somebody from my team, but I'll definitely be checking those out. So if you're like, I don't know, what exactly is it? Just DM me. Okay. So this is the most amazing message I've heard. Oh, awesome. Over the entire conjunction. Awesome. I love that. And freaking life right now. Oh, thank you, Heather M. Merlot. Love that. Love that. I'm so happy to hear that. It is my pleasure. I needed to share that. As soon as I woke up from the dream, I was like, oh gosh. And massive things are changing. Oh God. And it's a little scary. And again, I just want to say thank you guys all for just, I haven't been posting as much because I keep saying this and I'm just going to keep saying it. Thank you for staying with me every week and now every other week on Soul Circle, just because I'm shifting things in the business and I'm shifting things on a personal level. I'm shifting on the level at which I'm going to show up and lead and what I'm going to offer. And so I've needed to kind of pull my energy back so that I can really concentrate on what that is and really listen to my heart, listen to the highest so that I'm driven always by a higher spirit and what it's telling me to go to, it, us, we, all, collective. And I'm excited about stuff, and it just means I'm going to be making some changes. And so I just want to acknowledge all of you guys for just being on this journey with me. I know I've said it a couple times, but I'm just really super grateful because some things might come across confusing. Like, what is she doing? And sometimes I don't know. But I will always show up and deliver as much value as I can to you. And as I continue to learn new, amazing, fucking badass techniques, make more content and make more courses so that you can be learning the same. Okay. So if that's something that's calling to your heart, if you haven't done anything like that, you're definitely going to want to check out Power of Becoming as well. After doing thousands of sessions, like I realized like the 6 foundational transformational techniques, not just things that you like learn that are like, oh, let's make vision boards. And that's all wonderful. This is like how to shift your subconscious patterning that you get to put into practice every day so that then you can literally shift your whole conscious lifestyle. Right? So as I was doing so many sessions, I was like, man, like if we don't have these 6, like self-love isn't really possible, like true self-love. I just did what I call a masculine and feminine integration with a client the other day, and getting them to this level of like that joy, that inner connection, that inner masculine and feminine conjunction, literally bringing together so that you can feel that sense of joy within you and that whole that just becomes whole. So if that's feeling and resonating to you, you're definitely going to want to check out Power of Becoming. The link is in my bio. And other than that, I'm just super grateful for all of you guys that have watched my journey and will continue to watch my journey. And some things are going to continue to change, but you will always be the first to know that. And I have a quick question, actually. If we did, I'm just coming up with this right now. If we were to do, I know we love Instagram, but it's getting a little bit censored. If we were, because, and also like you guys can only see me. I see your handles. I do my best to get to know your handles as much as possible. If we were to do like group Zooms so that everybody could see each other like family style, would that be something that like inside a group but that then we could kind of, everybody could see each other. You wouldn't always have to put on your camera if you don't want to. Some people I totally get still really like hiding, but at least having the option for that. What's a telegram? I mean, I know what a telegram is, but what do you mean? Oh, like Instagram, but Telegram. So like television, but on Zoom. So like, yes. Is that what you mean? We've got some yeses. 6 negative. What does that mean? We got mad hearts. Yes, yes, yes. Would you guys come on, like on the video? Would you turn your videos on so that I could see you and get to know you and like make our community like in this badass tribe, like a little stronger and getting to know each other a little bit more? Yeses, yeses, yeses. Same thing as this, like Soul Circle, but just, and every other week, but just doing it like live stream. It might have to be like a live stream inside a Facebook group, something like that. Telegram is an app. Is it? Okay. I'm feeling like bringing community together more, like stronger, right? So that we can all see each other. So it's not just me being able to see you, it's for you guys to be able to see you as well, and really being able to do that. And I'm starting to get a little bit concerned about like all of these different apps and just the censorship. Okay. Being super transparent, like Instagram just keeps dropping off followers of mine. And then also like the other day, all of a sudden I started following 300 people and then 2 days later, it like drops off. And I didn't do it. So I don't know what's going on. I don't pay for a service ever. Everything's been completely organic and it's just starting to get a little weird. So connecting from Sydney. Awesome. Zoom, Zoom. Soul Circle, Zoom, Zoom. Oh God. My inner 5-year-old really liked that. So yes, yes, yes. We need a retreat. Sedona, let's go. Okay. So let's make that a conversation when we can all see each other in person. Okay. Cause yes, when I went back to Sedona, I was like, man, that was actually really, I had said that a couple years ago, and just being fully transparent, I didn't do it because I created everything digital because I could help more people around the world. And it's been really wonderful. And yes, so Sedona retreat. Yes, retreat. Okay, we'll put it on the books for as soon as we can all get out of this mess. This change and transformation that is a beautiful, whatever, for all of us lesson. Okay, let me scroll back. And I'm going to do cards right now. Let's see. Yes, 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 yes. You guys are calling me Seraphim, Sarah. I used to, when I was doing more deep dive spiritual coaching in Sedona, I called myself Seraphim. Okay. Sweet Sarah. Oh, I love you guys. I love you. I love you. I love you. Deep gratitude. Okay. Awesome. Thank you for staying with us every week. Oh, I love you guys. I love you all so much. I love the hearts. There we go. Okay. Shall we do some cards? Look at the transition of the hat this evening. My mama's going to be so proud. She got these for me. Every year there's something different. Okay. Because I can't see anybody this year. So I was adamant about making sure that Christmas looked like it threw up in my living room. So I did that. So she found some stuff and sent me some stuff. Because my sister is here and my niece is here. I went today and I dropped off presents, but I had to like air hug. She's like 4. That just makes me so sad that I can't hug my niece. It's like, and I know everybody in the world is going through so many of these things. And honestly, so many people don't have homes and don't have families this year. And it's breaking my heart. And I found a bunch, I invite you guys all to, like, I don't know, in LA, it's getting really, really bad. I don't know. There's like underneath the highways, there's like cities, they're little mini cities of all these tents of now homeless people. So in my purging and stuff, I have some like pillows and blankets and stuff like that. So I have like this big stack and like some like, mini carpets and stuff like that. And so I'm just going to take them to them. Like, don't send things just to Goodwill that then they have to resell it. And then homeless people have to buy it with no money. You know what I mean? Like, there may be a center where they deliver it, but I don't know if those people are going. Like, just find a place. If you've got blankets, if you've got pillows, like something like that you could do without, wherever you are in the world. If this is like a thing, like I literally have a stack, and like I'm just gonna go stop by the area. Like, don't take it to another center so that then they have to come and get it from or find it or whatever, or repurchase it. Like, just bring it to them. Like, there's people right now, I don't know where they are in the world, but even in LA, it's cold as fuck at night. Like, there's people who are freezing, let alone being hungry. Like, great idea. Okay, awesome. I mean, like I said, like, just go through your old, I know there's towels that I don't use, like any little thing. There's fabrics in there, like anything somebody would just wrap around or put like on the ground. They're sleeping on the ground. I have an old yoga mat. Like, if I was literally sleeping on concrete, I would give my left arm for a yoga mat. So go through your stuff, like do what you can. We don't know, not everybody has money or whatever to give. Sometimes you just want like something that's going to get you through the night. You can't deliver food because that's supposedly illegal, whatever. That's a whole other thing, but restaurant. Okay. I'm not going to start on that. If you can go through your stuff, right? If you've got blankets or pillows or stuff that you're just extra, right? Extra. Take the extra. You don't need it, right? Get down to like the minimums of just what is good for us. And if you've got extra, then give it to somebody who has none, because then they're at least up one. Okay. Oh, shoot. Okay. My battery's dying. All right. We got to go. Okay. Really? We've got Pleiades. How did, will it let me plug it in? It might. That's too far away. Hang on. So we've got Pleiades, and watch, Sarah's going to pull out something and it's going to make all the lights go out. Nope, we're good. Let me see. I knew this was going to happen. Okay. And then hopefully I won't overheat. We'll see what happens. Okay. Okay. I feel like this is like my Madonna microphone for the evening. Okay. I love you, Mama. I'm wearing the hat. Okay. Pleiades, double mission. Channeling and uplifting humanity. Okay. Pretty sure. I mean, that's at least my mission for Soul Circle every other week. Channeling whatever message comes through, doing my best to uplift humanity on whatever level. And hopefully if you guys get something, which I know you do. I still love when you guys send me your notes. I still love those. The pictures of like taking notes. I love that. Okay. So double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. And look at everybody like flying. This is, do you know Pleiades, the seven sisters? Okay. It's the one that looks like a question mark in the sky. You can go up right now. I'm pretty sure, depending on where you are in the world, it's directly up. Whether you're galactic or not, and you believe that you came from the Pleiades or at least visited there, whatever, but they are the healers. They are the absolute healers. They are the bringers of that consciousness. So maybe you resonate with that, or maybe you just resonate with being a channel for collective conscious, being able to tap into that collective consciousness. This is definitely coming through with this conjunction. And bringing that sort of uplifting to humanity, because if not us, then who? And if we all, then we all, right? So either nobody's going to do it because nobody wants to take the responsibility, or we all do our piece in it, and then literally we all up level. Like, it's a thing. I'm a fine elf. Thank you, baby. Oh, here we go. Warrior woman. Where are my warrior women at? Where are my badass fucking conscious babe leaders? Where are you? Give me those hearts. Even if you're a man, maybe they're inner feminine. Okay. You have answered your, or have you answered your deepest calling? So give me some hearts if you see yourself as a feminine, like leader, like warrior fucking woman that really wants to like bring in a powerful shift in this world. Give me some hearts, give me some yeses. I want to know you more. DM me. If you believe, if you feel in your heart that you're like, I believe I am a leader in this world, like I want to talk to you. For real. That's a direct invitation to send me a message. I want to know exactly who you are. And some women, that's not for them. And that's okay, because it doesn't mean everybody does. But there's some specific female leaders that also I am being called to align with on a serious, gnarly level. And so maybe you're just stepping into that and you need to learn, like, or want to learn, like, how to step into that stronger, or maybe you already are. If that's you, DM me. Some of you have already worked with, absolutely. And DM me. We probably need to catch up. Okay. So that's a direct invitation for you to DM me, and that I will answer personally. So are you a warrior woman? Which also, side note, did anybody hear the Wonder Woman like trailer preview thing that said it was going to be in the theaters December 25th? Was that like an old recording, or are they seriously trying to get people in the theaters like a couple days from now? Was that just me? Did anybody else hear that? I just heard that today for Wonder Woman. No joke. That's another beautiful part about, okay, talking about Sophia and the divine feminine and embodying that and that coming through. The fact that we have a female, like as Wonder Woman, and a female lead, and that consciousness of just women stepping into a lead role, leading ladies stepping into a lead role, was never heard of 5 years ago in the industry. You needed men, and women were supporting roles more often. They could not carry ticket sales. I know, I was there. It was a whole thing. It was like, oh no, but we need like Brad Pitt in order to like, right? The only one that really started kind of tipping that was Angelina Jolie, right? She might be fucking weird, but as far as like stepping into that leading lady role and being able to shift ticket sales, which means men and women are going to see empowered women roles. That's a shift in consciousness. So the fact that we literally have Wonder Woman with a female lead, leading role, leading lady. So where are my fucking badass female leaders? Because now's the time. And apparently, according to Sophia. Okay. Yes. And birthing a new age so that we can birth a new age. Exactly. Okay. So this is why all the cards fucking fell out. Birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. Like, it can't get more fucking clear than that. Like, that's exactly what I was talking about with Sophia, the feminine aspect, the birthing of. So this isn't just embodying the feminine aspect within you and that strength and that power of the divine feminine, your sacred feminine, but it is also like, cool, when you do that, when you embody that, what will be birthed out? What level of consciousness, what level of channeling for the support of humanity will then be birthed out through you? You cannot birth it out through you unless you embody it, unless you're walking your fucking talk. That means drama, bullshit, gossip, all that like girly, jealous shit that we've had for such a fucking long time, which like just start honoring the Sophia in everybody and empowering more women, right? No more men suppressing that of the feminine. Nah. They should, that it's feeling that balance and supporting that balance. Here we go. Yes, exactly. So literally birthing a new age for the next 800 years. Like, that's just what's happening. It's literally just what's happening. Okay. Give me some hearts if you resonate with that. Yes, hands. Okay, cool. Okay, this one's interesting. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. This one says take a break. Okay. So what that means is, in all the channeling, in all the embodying, don't burn yourself the fuck out. How many of you, be real, Okay. How many of you just work and work and work and work and work from the belief system that you're not enough, or from the belief system of being addicted to the stress? That's a real thing. Being addicted to the stress so that you're working, and then you're not honoring the relationships in your life, and they are suffering and they might fucking bounce because there's all work and too much stress and too much burnout. It's too masculine. You have to allow yourself to, again, the balance with the feminine, because if we haven't been honoring the feminine, why the fuck would we take a break and honor ourselves? Why the fuck would we nurture ourselves if we haven't been honoring and nurturing our own feminine? It just doesn't make sense. So the more that we do that and call upon Sophia, then the more you might actually end up taking a break. But if you don't honor that feminine within you, you will never respect. Ooh, here's one. Ha! If you don't honor the feminine within you, you will never respect other women. Truth bomb. Let that sit for a second. If you're a man and you don't respect your inner feminine and allow yourself to take a break and love yourself, you can never love and care and respect another woman, because you don't within yourself. If you are a woman and you say that you support sisters and badass babe, and yet you're not taking a break and honoring yourself, sometimes you can never fully respect other women. That might be where the continuation of like feminine jealousy comes from, because how could you ever honor a fucking sister if you're not honoring the sister within you? How could you ever do that? So, man or woman, it doesn't matter. If you don't honor and respect the nurturer, the feminine aspect within you, you will never honor and respect any female in your life. We're exaggerating, and yet for the purpose of the point. So give me some hearts if that resonates and that triggers you. Please let it, so that you can reflect on it, because it's just truth. And I had to recognize that within myself when I was not loving myself and I wasn't honoring myself, and I kept attracting all these fucking bitches around me that always wanted to like kick my ass or whatever, or just make fun of me or just treat me like shit, whatever, right? High school years, whatever. I was never the popular kid, but I wasn't treating myself very good. Right. And so if I didn't respect myself, why would I attract women that would respect me? Why would I? It wasn't until I did that then I really started developing like true sister relationships, true soul sister relationships. And that's still few and far between, just being real. That's hitting hard. Okay, good. It could be hitting soft or hard like a marshmallow. You mean hard like a little elf? They play hard too, but they play serious. So take a break. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. So get off the like, right? You're running yourself like too much. Woo, wait for the last card. This is the second to last. Wait for the last card. I just peeked. Second last. Okay, Irma. I love the fucking artwork on this shit. I know the camera doesn't do it justice. You guys can't really see. Irma, where are you being called to journey to? We got this one. We got this one with this one last time. Okay, so I'm going to show them together because, again, just point. You guys saw the cards fall out. Okay. You've heard what we've been talking to. If all of you have been on the line. Okay. So what have we been talking about? Who have we been talking about? The majority of the time. What have we been talking about? I'm harder. You're so awesome, Stacy. Okay. So Irma, where are you going to? Right. Where are you being called to journey to? And we've been talking about the feminine. We've been talking about the feminine version of Christ. Have we been talking about the mother, the grandmother, the cards that came before? Okay. What was her name? So we've got Sophia, who's the mother of the universe. We got fucking Anna. The feminine. So we got grandmama again. Grandmother of Jesus, which means the one that I had said last time, the one who birthed the one who gave birth to Jesus. So again, the power of the feminine to birthing that consciousness. He's a man. He is the metaphor of the consciousness of the teaching that he delivered. He was just the badass that like stepped into the role. All of you are badasses that can step into the role. So step into the role of that level of leadership. If that's you, and that's what I mean. There's some sisters that are on here that are feeling called to step into that level of leadership, being the fucking badass of your life. See the light, lay the foundation, divine plan. So where are you being called to? With Anna, grandmother of Jesus, to seeding the light, not seeing the light. You see and seed. Seeding, meaning the seed is the masculine. I shouldn't have to explain that. The seed is the masculine. The egg is the feminine, but the womb is the channel that grows, that births, and then obviously gives birth out to. You can have a seed all day long. You can have an idea all day long. But if you don't honor the feminine, that is the chalice, if you will, for 9 months of developing, birthing something then into existence, you can have a fucking idea all day long. You need the feminine in order to bring that into form. And so if we have been dishonoring her in any way, that we have been for 800 fucking years, we wonder why we haven't been birthing in the level of consciousness that we all say that we resonate with. And pretty sure the alarm system outside agrees with me. So I'm glad that's on point. Is this making sense? Yes. That Jesus had femme hair. That's really funny. So where are you being called to journey to that's going to have you seeding the light, laying the foundation and the divine plan? What is that and where is that? And that's the level of leadership. Those of you, right, at whatever level. So some of you want to step out and bring that version of you out into the world and be teaching others, right? And then some of you are doing that in your community. Some of you are just doing that through the beingness of who you are in all of your relationships. So there's somewhere that you are being called to that could be a vacation, that could be like meaning a temporary or a long-term place, right? It doesn't have to be, right? We got this one, right? Because I got these cards from Sedona and I needed to go to Sedona to reactivate some stuff. And it totally did. Oh my God. So maybe you're being called to go to Sedona. Maybe you're being called to go out into nature. Maybe there's some stop and listen to that subtle voice within you. You're Sophia, and she will let you know where you're being called to go in order to then access the seeding of the light and laying the foundation and the divine plan, right? And stepping into or embodying more of the grandmother of Home Slice, JC. Not to be confused with one of the Backstreet Boys. Okay. Pretty sure Jesus Christ would be a dope Backstreet Boy. You know what I mean? Like, I bet he was kind of like the OG Backstreet Boy, if you really think about it. And I was never into the Backstreet Boys. Just as clarification. Just in case that was a concern of you all. Never a Backstreet Boy fan. Or was it NSYNC? Who was JC? Some of you all on here know, but you don't want to say now, I bet. Okay. I love you all. Give me some hearts if that resonated. Thank you for jumping on tonight. Again, we are doing Soul Circle every other Tuesday. I'm making massive shifts in just how I'm showing up, what I'm offering, all of that. So I'm just wanting to just be so grateful and honor each one of you for showing up every week and still being a part of this tribe, and let's continue growing it. And if your yes is to kind of shifting this to be more on Zoom so that we can all see each other, then I will make that happen. And we can do that. Okay, it's NC. See, Holly, I knew you would know. But I know you're not embarrassed about it. That being said, friends and family / partner holiday special for Power of Becoming. Buy one ticket, get a friend and family or family member or partner, whoever you want to join in with you. So both of you get access to it. So you guys can either do it together, you can watch it together, or either way, you will both have separate accesses to your own private membership of the course, lifetime membership. 2. That is my holiday special for all of you. So if you want those tools, those self-mastery skills, the just jam that I do every day with clients that is helping them reach those higher levels of themselves and self-love and mastery and empowerment and confidence and becoming the higher version of you. Check out the link in the bio. That's Power of Becoming. Again, if you are subscribed to me, then you will get the email for that as well. But the link will take you to the splash page where you can learn all about it. And if you still have questions, just DM me. And I'm happy to answer anything. Or if you're kind of like, I don't know how to make it work or whatever payment plan, like I'm here to support you guys. So just let me know. And happy holidays. And if you can, go check out the conjunction because it's still happening, but ultimately tap into your Sophia, tap into like her, find her, go look up Sophia and like what that really truly means for you. And I love all of you. Love this extra level you just gave for Christmas reflection. Oh, thank you, Bella. Love you, babe. We need to catch up, honey. I want to know what's going on with you. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Whatever you believe in, spiritual, religious, whatever, it doesn't matter. I love you all so, so, so very much. And I'm just always been super grateful for each one of you being on my journey and sharing with you every week and now every other week. So I love you guys. Happy holidays. Bye. Bye, YouTube.